Here with Grainger head coach Michael Manus, 5-5 season for Grainger in Class 4A a year ago. And coach, the off season, what were some of the things that jumped out to you in terms of how you've shaped your opinion of the type of team you can have this season?
Yeah, the big thing for our off season this year is we've had a really great year in the weight room for our kids. We've had a lot of growth there. Last year we were really inexperienced. Didn't have a lot of seniors in our depth chart in a lot of positions. So we got a lot of juniors and sophomores with playing experience last year. So our goal this year was to get those guys stronger, knowing that they're going to be returners for us. But the thing that we're going to see with us is just kind of refining our skills in some positions. And trying to find some depth and some skill spots for us, because the seniors that we did have last year were all in our skill position spots. So you were trying to fill those holes for our team and trying to get them more experience and playing confident.
What about specifically at quarterback in terms of shaping for this year?
Yeah, so last year we kind of played a dual quarterback position. We had two guys that played. But this year we're going to roll with Bryson Bennett. He's going to get most of the reps at quarterback. Dylan Fowler was the other quarterback last year, but he's going to play mostly a receiver. He's got a huge frame. He's 6'5", a 185 kid. He's got a couple Division II offers right now, just going to camps and things like that. So we're kind of going with that. He will still be a influence in the backfield at times in a Wildcat package because he's a big physical kid.
Well, one of the other skill players that you brought with you today is Tucker Gillette, who plays both sides of the ball for you. Tell us a little bit about Tucker.
Yeah, so Tucker is a phenomenal kid and a great football player. He was our Lakeway Player of the Year for the Lakeway area. That's out of Jeff, Hamlin, Cock, Grainger, and Claiborne counties. Led the team in tackling, led the area in tackling as well, in solos and total tackles. This year he's going to have a much larger role for us on offense, probably our strength and tailback as well. But he's a kid that loves football. He's physical. He just likes getting in space and making plays. He really does. And he's a great team player as well. He's there. He coaches young guys up. We'll be in film or not film, but in position groups, and he'll be in line helping younger guys kind of understand where to line up. But at the end of the day, he's a big kid. I mean, he's a goofball. He's fun to be around. He really is.
And one of those guys you have back on the line of scrimmage on both sides is Hayden Carroll. Tell us a little bit about what you expect from him this year.
Yeah, so Hayden is probably, it's not looking at him, he's kind of undersized, not very big, not he's a strong kid, but not overly strong. But probably one of our best offensive and defensive linemen. He's a physical kid. He loves playing. He's very ultra competitive, and I think that kind of gives him his edge. He's going to be one of our core groups this year. We return all 5 starters on the offensive line this season, and he kind of leads the way in that. We're trying to refrain from starting O-line on D-line this year, but he's going to have a huge role on our defensive line as kind of a backup player. He's probably getting about half of the snaps on defensive line, but he was definitely our best defensive lineman last year as well, just getting half of the reps that he should get. But we can't afford to lose him on offensive line.
I know the region was tough for you guys last year. How does it look this year, considering who's bringing who back?
Yeah, so the top 2 in our region are the top 2 in our region. I mean, you got Greenville, Elizabethton. It's as a competitive person, it's a hard pill to swallow every year, but it is what it is.
Right.
But regionally, just on paper, it looks like we're going to have the most of experience coming back out of our region. I mean, I think Sullivan East lost some seniors up front. I know they bring some skill guys back, quarterback, receiver-wise. Volunteers, the same situation. They graduate everybody. Seymour graduated a ton. So, there's an opportunity for us to be maybe the 3rd most experienced team, 2nd most experienced team in our region this year. So that's something that we're going to, definitely play in our hand a little bit. But when it comes down to it, you still got to play ball at times, and just got to ride the wave and see what happens.
And you guys had success out of region last year, won all your non-region games. How does that part of the schedule size up to you?
Yeah, so our non-region schedule last year, we won all 5 of those games. We felt like regionally we had 2 games slip away with us. Seymour, we had 7 turnovers. beat them in every statistical category. Sullivan East, we just let slip with COVID. We had some kids out with sickness. I was out with sickness the week before. But regionally, we got, Union County is a big rival game for us, so it's a toss-up game. I mean, we had to fight and claw for that win last year, so that's exciting to see. Chucky Doak's got a ton of returners back this year, and I think they finished first or second in the region in 3A last year in Region 1. So, Claiborne County is a huge rival game for our schools. I mean, we're 30 minutes from each other. So, we really like our non-region schedule. It's got some, local old rivalries in it, and got some experience, higher end experience too, with Chucky Doak in there, leading the way in their region as well.
Coach, all the best to you. Good luck this year. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.